previously on Vanguard.
Why does it always taste like something has slept in my mouth?
I don't know.
I assume we're there.
Hope so.
Shall we find out where there is? Oh wait, spacebar? You alive?
5 more minutes.
Okay.
Oh man, how bad was I hurt that you guys threw me in a cryopod?
It was something to do with the hypersleep. Or the hyperspace, rather than so much the hurt. This is...
The what?
Be in a different place now. Simple
What?
as that, okay?
Try to keep up with us.
I mean, last I knew, I was in the metal bed. The ship more burny than the last I saw it.
No.
No.
This ship's always
It's
burning.
exactly the same as before.
Because, you know, the full flame thing definitely noticeable.
No, it's exactly the same as before. Just don't look too closely. Managed to find someone. We came across a research outpost of some sort, mentioned some dodgy ass material, and also gave some coordinates for some, I don't know, resort planet that some guy was trying to retire to or escape to. It's hard to tell. It didn't sound like stuff was going particularly well in that nebula for anybody involved. And it was about all we had when it came to a lead on how the hell to get out. So, yeah.
Well, there's definitely a blue planet over there that looks like it has oceans and clouds. I'm assuming they didn't mean the gas giant in front of us.
Damn, I can see the fires all the way from up here at the top of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's beat. Like, properly beat. But at least we have a bit of a solution for that. At least one half of it. We need to talk about the other half.
Well, assume that I didn't hear either of those halves because I had a head wound and I was in a coma.
Well, you've heard one half because I've talked about it before. We talked about, I mentioned if we could get out of that nebula, maybe dropping by an old friend of mine. Someone that could at least help us out a little bit with, well, maybe some tech, maybe some repairs, I don't know. He runs a shipyard.
This wouldn't be an old friend who also be the one who happened to sell you those suits, did he?
No, he did not sell me the suits. No, he did not give us the mission to go and get Vanguard. It is a completely different guy.
I think I know the one you're talking
He's
about.
a little,
That's a pretty eccentric crew if it's the one I'm thinking of.
he's a little less than legit.
Well,
Okay.
if your buddy's interested in some silver, we can probably process a lot of that silver and platinum. But looks like we're fairly short on
Are we actually processing at the moment?
gold. Yeah, it's processing silicon.
Alright, I got a proposal for us. We are looking at things super low on certain materials still. Cobalt in particular, taking into account that what we've got planned is going to use a lot. We could be better off for gold. We could probably be better off for silicon to go with it for the rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to process a lot of ore, and we need to figure out what's broken. Because if we can't shift this load out of the ship, we're never going to be able to do anything with it. We won't be able to sell it, we won't be able to trade it. So...
Well, at this point, I can't even shift it out of this cargo container down here by the fighter.
yeah, we're going to have to do a bit of repairs to begin with. Do we want to... We need somewhere kind of quiet to hold out.
There's plenty of asteroid clusters around here.
Yeah.
Might be able to hide behind them.
Alright, let's find ourselves somewhere to pull up for a second. I'm inclined to, if we can find the break in the cargo network, temporarily add some more refinery processing power to the even if it's on the outside for now, or somewhere really janky inside. We can always take it apart again. But we want as much of this stuff processed as we can, I think.
Yep, there we go.
Whoa.
You found?
I've got uranium, silicon, nickel, iron, cobalt, gold.
Oh.
It's in a cluster of asteroids
Oh, maybe over that way then. Oh, it's little asteroids. Okay. I don't know if that's good or bad.
too. Magnesium.
Temporarily, the hangar is not going to be as fly-through as it normally is.
Well, it wasn't exactly fly through.
It is
when I
rather
tried to
full
get
of
them
stuff
out there,
anyway.
So
But The only bit of a cargo system that I know for a fact is still working is the stuff in the roof of the hangar. So, into the roof of the hangar it's going. I am over by the asteroids already, although this ship is terrible.
Harold?
How can it have so many
Hey,
thrusters and still move so badly?
Verifying one thing real quick when I get down there.
Okay, is there any sign of cobalt?
There is cobalt.
I'll go and start picking away
Right
at
above
that.
you, actually.
Because that's,
Can you see me?
Yeah, no, I see it. I see it. That's one of the ones we're definitely short on. Especially if we're about to go heavy armor all over.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we are?
Well,
Oh yeah.
a lot of heavy armor. Not all of it, but all of the outside for all intents and purposes.
I'm half tempted to throw together a little small miner.
Wouldn't be the end of the world. I think the only feature of this miner I like is painting it bright orange does make it quite hard to miss when you're trying to find the thing. This feels like giving something a haircut. It's ridiculous. Well, it doesn't look any prettier. Oh, look it. Isn't it cute? It matches your silly face.
Hmm? Wait a minute.
You're bringing us all the stone. Thank you, Spacebar.
I'm helping.
It's wonderful of you. It's looking pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nickel's
No.
perhaps a tiny low, but tiny bit low. But I reckon if need be, we could probably persuade someone to do an ore exchange. We've got enough. It's not like nickel's a valuable one, and we've got a lot of ones that really are. Well, boys,
Plus we can get that from stone, too.
time to buckle up.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
shut them all down. Make sure our engines are off. Everything's bolted down.
Yep, I'm good.
Yep, all mine are on dampeners off.
I'll be sticking the coordinates in the system.
Camp off, engines are off.
No offense, but I know for a fact this fella would be far happier if I hadn't told anybody how to get in touch with him.
Yeah. Sounds like the shield emitters on one of the ships managed to kick itself back on during that jump somehow.
Yep.
Your friend seems to live in an interesting place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Are we actually at their coordinates?
You
You just said jump out here and they should be obvious.
the jump drive said it's wherever you sent us to.
Ooh.
I'm not seeing anything.
It is very red.
I don't want to show up looking threatening, but I do want to show up ready in case this is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, let me try something. I got an idea. I'm just wondering, we lock ourselves on the outside spacebar just in case we need to react fast, but maybe somewhere a little bit more subtle than just slap bang on the top of the nacelle. You get what I mean?
Well, I mean, with a quick little bit of work here, we get you guys in the nacelle.
I do it.
Straight down, you'll be okay.
And
More.
lock spacebar.
Just to make it even more weird.
There you go.
And you're locked.
Yeah, you can even almost launch.
I was about to
together
say, with how that is, we can almost launch simultaneously. That's scary.
We don't need no engines in the nacelles. We should just put the hangars in there.
Now, isn't this always the way? Like, you do a complete ship redesign, and then 2 seconds later, you're like, hang on a second, but what if we...
We just got a call from a group called Uncorp.
What?
Uncool.
Yep. And they called us by name.
When you say us by name, what do you mean?
They just hailed the Vanguard and started giving me instructions on where to go towards their shipyard.
Oi! And that's an asteroid to the face.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
Well, you want to see something else. Now you look back at the bigger moon and
Oh.
at that crater that it came from.
oh, jeez. That wasn't the crater we were looking at. Holy crap!
Oh, yeah.
What hit it?
Ooh!
The
This
mother
thing's
of
been
all...
beaten to shit.
Ooh.
I have
Yeah,
spacebar. Do
I'm
we
using
want to jump into our...
Yeah, probably should.
Might not be a bad plan at this point.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Alright then. Bring us in as best you can, man. Well then. Time to go over word, I guess?
Yeah, no, I mean, their IFF isn't exactly friendly. Are we sure about this?
No.
Can we really be sure about anyone at this point?
I mean, do we have
Given
any
our,
other options? Probably not.
No.
I think it's the red highlight that really sells friendly.
You mean the IFF or just the
Just the general.
space in general?
Just the general. It's got friendly written all over it.
Hmm.
Big, happy, glowing rings of the planet, yes.
Well, how far out are we?
Just under a little under 15K.
Fair enough. Well,
I think I'm going to slowly start moving closer.
yeah, let's not hurry this, and I'm thinking even maybe shut up the hangar door.
Oh,
Huh?
a little warning next time.
Yeah.
There's a door to the side of it. It's not like it's the only way in and out.
Well, no, I was standing right on top of it. when you
Yeah, I
posted.
was standing right next to it.
No. Trust me, if I
Alright.
wanted to crush you, I'd do a better job.
Hmm.
This
Boost
is
it a
not a
little
particularly
harder.
good view from here.
No.
You mean actually use the bridge for something it's good for?
Sure, I could get probably some better visibility from there.
It's a great target. Oi. I saw that. That was not necessary.
With those doors, it's pretty much a requirement.
The shuffle, yes. Okay, 13 clicks out. Our RFF is on, right?
Yeah?
Give it a poke here.
Yeah, I mean, our antenna's on. We are transmitting. We're not showing the name. Do you want me to broadcast her name?
What, Vanguard? No.
Well,
That's,
then, okay.
Asking for trouble, I think. Just that we're here. I don't want to go surprising anybody.
No, we're our antenna's on. So they should be seeing us.
What are you so afraid of? I thought you knew these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember what I knew them for?
Did you double cross them?
No, I knew them for running a repair shop that deals in, let's just say, the less than legal jobs. Yeah, I
Chop
know
shop.
them, but that doesn't mean that they're, how to phrase this nicely,
Trustworthy.
the people you would choose to know. They're sometimes the people you need to know.
The kind of people who aren't so good at keeping secrets, I assume.
It depends. They probably will if we pay them enough. Just keep the ship locked, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Smelling a lot of if coming off this plan.
I mean, to be fair, it's not the most nebulous plan we've had.
Well, I don't really have a better one for you. This is repairs, potential refit.
Oh, yeah.
Careful, I think we might be getting a bit close, especially with this asteroid belt.
Yeah. Slow down a little more. Yeah, we are definitely getting a little close.
Nice choice.
That's a big sucker, though. Still a little over 10 clicks out.
Bigger than the asteroid.
A huge structure.
Jeez.
Good morning, unidentified craft on approach. This is the trade surplus operated by the best salvage team. Please identify yourself before we blow you to high hell.
And stopping.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Let's hold off there.
Trade surplus, interesting name. This is the... What do we call ourselves? The Intrepid. Yeah, the Intrepid. We're desperately in need of repairs. Believe you might operate a shipyard?
Well, hello, Intrepid. We do operate a shipyard for obviously a non-fixed fee, depending on supplies required, time required, fuel costs. Obviously, the standard privacy agreement, that'll be an extra cost.
Yeah, okay.
Don't forget the labor. Don't forget the labor.
Look,
Labour as well.
we just need some place that's going to be off radar, suited to your special services. If I've not been informed incorrectly. Not sure, is Richard still working there?
Richard. Name's familiar. What's yours? Just so if I need to check with Richard, see if we give you the mates rates.
Yeah, name is Wasted.
Wasted. Okay. We'll check with Richard when we can. And what kind of scale of problem are we talking about with your ship?
Pretty sizable. Large scale repairs and full refit. Could be a nice deal, I guess, but most important part would be it needs to be subtle, under the radar.
Got it. On the down low.
Yeah. Don't go for the undercoating. We don't need that.
Or the extended warranty. That's just a scam.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard my extended warranty was about to expire.
Yeah, text. You're not supposed to open those emails. Those emails are... Yeah, just later.
Oh.
Okay.
We're
Okay,
not an open
so...
mic, are we?
Hold on. Wasted Tex? Now those names do sound a bit familiar. You been propping up on the radar a little bit yourselves?
Nah, it couldn't be. It could. Nah. Hold on a second.
What, you got something lost?
That doesn't sound good.
Just 1 second.
But you do know we're actually kind of on the board side over here, and I think I may have heard of these guys before. In fact, I think I've watched them on the vids before. They're awesome.
So what I'm hearing is increased price for known persons. Tell you what, you guys
Yeah.
approach so that we can fully assess the scope of the problem, and we'll negotiate aboard.
Understood. IFF is still showing hostile, however. Meaning no offense, but
We'll get you fixed
not
up.
going to approach under current conditions.
Well, of
We
course.
propose a treaty temporarily.
Yeah, ping one across, and we'll make sure that the guns don't shoot you.
That's right, neighborly.
Got a
Not shooting us.
bad feeling about this.
You used to work with this guy?
No. No, it was someone I bumped into. It's not even these guys, it was Richard, who apparently is not... Well, maybe we'll find him when we're down there, but no.
Mm-hmm.
No, I did a job with Richard at one point. And he explained that this place was out here. Someplace they'd recently found.
Well, it sounds like it may have changed management. I hope not. But...
Oh, I don't ever think Richard was the manager.
So just
Well,
hired gun?
IFF just went neutral.
Yes, Van. I mean, Intrepid, all guns are currently offline. You may proceed to the docking ring.
Let's just have some jump coordinates dialed in, shall we? Just in case.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
And on approach, careful. Those asteroids look mean.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. Okay. All right. Well, slow and surely. I'm gonna go ahead and disable our turrets just to be on the safe side. Somebody wants to keep close to a button to turn those back on if we need them.
If we
Maybe
need them, we
and
may be in
confirm that
trouble.
they're
guys.
absolutely off. Yeah, I know, but
I was going to say, do we even have any turrets left at the rate we're going?
we still have some turrets. Enough to definitely piss some people off. Did they almost call us the Vanguard there, or was I imagining that?
I hope you're imagining that.
Well, I see a shipyard on the bottom, and then I see some kind of station on the backside of that asteroid.
Well, you want to bring us in somewhere close.
You know,
Not
space
too
bar-
close. And then maybe we take the small ships out and go and... I assume we're headed for the station itself. I don't know.
Do they know Tex and Wasted are on board? They haven't identified us yet, so
Yeah.
if they ask, I'm not me, you're not you.
Mm-hmm. This is my brother Daryl and my other brother Daryl.
Look, you guys have been identified. I don't want to have to spend my time sitting at a table for the next 3 hours signing autographs.
Is that what's gonna happen?
I don't know what to expect here.
By the sounds of what you've been telling us, Tex, maybe.
I don't. They didn't sound like Vanguards. I could be wrong. Maybe they are. Maybe this is all fine. But we do have a busted up ship, and we don't have a lot of options.
And it's always all fine. You know, when is it not?
I mean, it's fine until it's not.
It'll not be fine at about the time where the thrusters fail and we go crashing into this facility by accident.
Well, I've got an emergency jump dialed in, so
So should we go ahead and hop in the
That's
fighters?
not how to avoid an accident. It's just to try and jump in time to not crash. No.
no, I'm not aiming directly at it.
We'll take the puddle jumper over as it's the least
Offensive looking.
threatening was what I was thinking. Threatening slash.
Okay, well,
It just looks like a random ship, right?
I'm within about 4.5K, so I want to stop about 3K out or something.
I'd pull closer. Get
Okay.
us relatively in.
Pulse about a K off, and then call it idle there.
Does the puddle jumper have enough seats for everybody?
Oh yeah. Should.
That's what it was built for.
Intrepid, you may want to go ahead and go out towards the sun a bit, so that way you can go ahead and veer off from collision course with the station and get into a proper docking position.
Received. I'm just maneuvering a little closer.
You see, they're friendly. They'll be fine.
Yep.
Anyway, if you're looking at the back of the ship, yeah, you'll see why we need this. Oh, and I'd forgotten. In fact, this isn't bad. A couple of our vehicles are in an interesting position, if you recall.
Mm-hmm.
A convenient one.
Well, and since we're the only two who have been identified, maybe just go over the two of us for now? Or somebody else hold back?
Let's just lock her up. It's not like we can't keep an eye out on what's going on.
Lock her up with the structural integrity that we've got right now.
Yes, I know there's
I
holes in
don't.
it.
Yeah, yeah. Did we have enough room on this thing?
We're missing a seat.
Alright, coming to rest just a little over
I mean, never to go into that door again.
1K out.
Terrifying.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, your whatchamacallit, observation bubble.
These angry
That's what we're
dome.
missing. Yes.
Listen, sometimes you just need to go up there and yell about things.
Mhm.
Okay.
Ah, yes.
Kind of flirting, but that's okay.
Things.
That
Listen, if you think you can get that seat in there better, you do it.
you know how these rush jobs are. Yeah, I know.
I
Who's
thought it was
going
big
over?
jobs.
That's a rush job.
But I mean, Farrell does have a point. They've only identified two of us. So should we go all as one, or do we sneak in with one of the fighters?
I really
Or do we
don't
wanna
think
risk surprising them?
sneaking around in one of the fighters is a good play here.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I can't. Well, I can see at least what looks like one large piece of weaponry from here. I'm not sure a fighter is going to do the job.
Who names their ship Stacy?
I'll let you ask them that.
I don't know.
Alright. Well, if they know who me and Wasted are, we have to go. So, up to you guys if you want to leave somebody back as a backup.
No, I'm on board.
So far, they're
I'm
acting
saying-
friendly, so we'll just keep on being friendly and smile real big, I guess.
I'm sure everything will be perfectly fine. Right?
Yeah. No worries.
You want me to pop out and close up shop?
Might not be a bad plan.
Alright. On the way.
I slightly regret putting the turrets back on the top of this. Otherwise, I could just claim it was a race car.
Does have racing stripes.
Well, exactly.
Hangar door. Where the heck's the rear hangar door?
Side button panel near the mid doors.
Alright, there. Indiana Jones it a little bit there. Alright, I'm in.
Indy who?
Indiana, maybe it was Indiana Smith? I don't know. One of those guys who likes to dive and roll through doors that are closing.
What's the
It's like
name?
a name for a dog.
Yeah, about to say that's the name of somebody's dog, isn't it?
Or maybe that was... Oh, no. It wasn't that. It wasn't that at all.
So what is a
Is,
trade surplus?
Well, you know
Oh,
what
say that
trade
again.
surplus is.
Yeah, but
got
I
a
don't know
surplus
why
from
you
your-
would call a name repair
Trade
station
for-
that.
Trade surplus hailing the Intrepid, did you guys just send out a ship?
Indeed, we're coming over to discuss terms, I believe.
Trust me, if you think that we are who we think you are, that you think you are, then you know that these ships generally don't hold up very long anyways.
Very well. Go ahead and dock in the docking bay over to what may be your left. The little of the two.
That was super smooth, Farrell. I think.
Well, you know, I don't know if they do know that they don't know, and
Yeah.
Is that a launch tube? Ooh.
More importantly, don't fuck with these guys. Look at that tower.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that
In fact, this thing is in front of us. Onto the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess this is the hangar, or do they mean down? Oh shit! No, there's a ship in there.
Yeah, there's a fighter ship. There's a that's a launch tube.
Oh, look at
Nice
the military.
design, by the way. Yeah. House is really tight,
Ooh.
though. Be trouble
Come
with
on
it.
this way, boys.
Oh, there's someone flying in front of us.
That'd do it. This place is fucked up. Look at it.
It's seen
Looks
better days.
used.
Let me concentrate. I need to do my best flying.
Did it? Was it built here?
I guess I'll
Weird
let you worry about
design
that.
for a station.
Not smashed into the rock.
I don't know. It's
Like- Slightly odd positioning, right? Just whacked into this asteroid.
Mm-hmm.
Still, there's something familiar about this place.
no,
All disembark,
Ow.
I guess.
spacebar, your seat there just shoved me out through a tiny hole in the roof.
Ooh, I hate it when it
What
squeezes you like that.
Well, then you
Spaghettification.
can take it off and put it somewhere else then.
Right. Nothing else will fool them with the secret door.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll,
Welcome aboard, gentlemen
Oh,
and
thank
or
you very much.
ladies.
Aboard? It's
Quite the
kind of on,
facility you have
thank
here.
you, I guess.
Yeah. I hope you've got functional jetpacks. The previous owners didn't think to put stairs into the entrance to the main habitation.
You mean we have a main habitation? I didn't have to be in the suit all this time?
I mean, it's probably best if you stay in the suit, given the rust. But anyway, your ship. Obviously, it's not this one that needs work. So, is it the Intrepid?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Intrepid out there. We've got some blueprints for a full refit. If you can handle something that large, I'm not sure. I mean, it's an impressive station, but...
Oh, yeah. Probably. Tell you what, you pass off the plans to Lost here. He can take a look at them, see what needs to be done.
Okay. You say previous... Where... So this isn't yours? Or...
Oh, it's ours. But we didn't necessarily build it.
Oh, good. Well, so then I can safely say that it looks like it was designed by a gang of insane monkeys.
Probably.
Do you have someplace slightly more relaxed we could...
Yes, if you follow me, it's a short jetpack hop.
Of course. I suppose this does appear to be a large repair bay. Why would you walk into it?
I don't know. Frankly, it looks like the people who built this were making up as they went along.
I'm surprised it's managed to oxidize so much in space.
Yeah.
Previous owners weren't particularly careful with the storage of their gases.
That'll do it. That's
Mm-hmm.
fairly impressive surface oxidation.
So we've got some basic seating, some refreshments. If you can figure out how to open your helmets in this unpressurized environment.
That's okay.
I've got a tube I feed it through.
Ah, very practical.
Oh, that's what that tube is for.
Yes. What have you been
No.
doing with it?
Not that tube.
That does remind me. Do you guys have any extra suits that we could buy?
Suits are extra.
Fair enough.
Speaking of,
Are they optional though?
I guess ask your captain.
No,
believe the term
let's
is-
worry about priority number 1 first, shall we?
Does this
Right.
space station have a jump drive?
Yeah, I couldn't help but notice it's got thrusters as well. What on earth are you doing with this?
Well, a couple of years ago, our outfit came across this lovely station right here. And if we're being honest, the asteroid is a bit too big for us to just dig this
It was
station.
in the asteroid.
As far as we can tell, yes.
It's probably where the living quarters are.
So how did it end up in the asteroid then?
I don't know. Ask the previous owners.
Huh.
You said they weren't here anymore, right?
Well, if you find them, you can ask them.
That's okay. I think we ought to probably stick to the business we're trying to talk about.
Yes, quite. So, your repairs lost. Have you had a chance to look at those yet?
Briefly, and yeah, I'm kind of speechless for completely different reasons.
Excuse
Yeah.
What?
That's the Vanguard. The
the Vanguard. You mean
It's the Intrepid.
that stolen ship?
No, it's the Intrepid.
No, it's the Intrepid. It's
Any
based on
visual
the Vanguard.
similarities,
Yeah.
it's purely coincidental.
Wait, you said your name was Wasted,
Yes.
and your companion Tex.
Howdy.
And that would mean that the other two are
Daryl and Daryl.
Farrell and Spacebar, because
Yeah, didn't I see a news report about you folks stealing the Vanguard?
Good cover, Daryl. And Daryl. Went well.
Hey, my name's Janisha. I don't know where you're getting this Daryl stuff from. I don't know these guys at all.
Okay, so we're dealing with stolen property here. Tell you what, for an extra twice the price, we'll swap out the transponder so that it can't be traced.
With what? One that you can?
Well,
I don't think we
I don't
need
actually
to
have the
trace
technical
guys.
ability to trace a transponder, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Okay, before we worry about transponders. Yeah, okay, fine. Yes, it's the Vanguard. It's not exactly that easy to hide. Especially when you're being broadcast. By the way, I haven't seen any of the little drone camera things around, but just FYI, you might want to keep an eye out. I assume maybe your defenses deal with it? I don't know.
I would hope the defences deal with timed drone cameras. If not, well, the government can send their lawyers.
Lawyers? We've never dealt with lawyers before.
We wouldn't know. They'd probably be destroyed by the defences. That's neither here nor there. So,
Anti-lawyer defenses, huh?
So, how are you paying? Is it cash, credit?
Well, we have a large
resources.
number of minerals. Yep.
Minerals. Oh, lovely. Do you have a certificate of authentic extraction so that some megacorp doesn't come harassing saying that I've got stolen minerals on my ship? Well, stage.
No, but conveniently we do have that extraction on camera.
And you have proof that you didn't just roll up to a random asteroid in the middle of someone's claim?
Nah, we certainly didn't see any other signs of a claim.
That's exactly what we did.
No.
Come on now. It's like, be real.
Besides, once you melt down minerals and smelt them,
Tell you what, how about we take whatever minerals you have and use them for what I'm suspecting is a rather large job, and we'll knock that off the price. So it's purely the other fees that you need to pay. What have you got?
a friendly face.
Look, can
That'll
you
be
give
extra.
me one moment? I just need a quick word with my compatriots.
Of course, I'll just be over here by the cryopods.
That could have gone better, but that could have gone worse. I mean, but how are we going to pay for it?
Yeah, we don't have enough of this shit.
They just drove the price up ridiculous amounts.
We
got
don't.
a
Not
little-
only do we not have enough of this shit, but you know, if we don't pay something, then all we are is a bounty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't just like be, oh thanks, bye. We'll just head on out of here now. What happens
yeah,
next?
we've
One quick
definitely-
phone call later, and how many people will show up?
Assuming they let us go. We're under their guns.
Well, I've got a few thoughts. Number one, I've been trying to fire Spacebar for, I don't know, about a week and a half now. Maybe we trade him off. He's not a bad worker if you put him to a task, and as long as you don't mind round blocks.
Yeah, no,
Wait a
he
minute.
always gets around to a task.
Do I not get a say in this? I mean, do you really think they would accept me?
Spacebar? I need to see you in my office.
I know one of them would.
It's not your office. Wait, what?
Well, one of them was clearly a bit of a fan. Do you not hear him? Spacebar could be signing autographs every day, all day. It'd be amazing.
Yep.
You're not
I
up
don't
for
want
that?
Mhm.
No. Not at all.
Well, joking aside,
Well, what do we have of
we
value?
don't have shit, honestly.
Well, definitely not the ship itself and the shape it's in. Not to mention we need
kind
it.
of want to keep that bit. And I don't fancy selling off any of our fighters. We kind of need those two. That miner's only going to be of interest to one person because it is literally a block of cheese.
I mean, do you suppose we could sell them on some paint, maybe? I mean, this place certainly looks like it could use some.
I mean,
Yeah, but I can't imagine them paying more than $39.95 to paint this place.
We've got an idea.
yeah.
All right.
It's got a plan.
Let's hear it.
You know, well,
I mean, we do have some of those credits we found on that planet, you know.
Yeah, that's not going to be enough.
No,
We
we're
went to
talking
one of
about
those train
millions.
stations, and that was enough to buy a bit of ore. We could maybe buy a little bit of uranium, if you remember. It's nowhere near enough.
Not to mention, we're not exactly at a place that seems like they take any sort of recognizable form of legal currency.
But legal currency being the important bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I can think of that we have is even of vague interest, I'm not even sure if it's valuable, but was that shit from the research station. These are exactly the sort of guys that might be willing to go out of their way to do something a little outside the law, if you know what I mean. Tip them
Oh,
off
I
about
see.
that, and maybe
You mean about the stuff and the thing that they were talking about on the whatchamacallit?
I think we saved the data pad back on. It was something beginning with C.
That was the stuff you were talking about that you got off at research station while I was in the
research
cryo.
station stuff. Yeah. I mean, someone thought
that
it was valuable. Maybe these guys
New
do too.
super mineral that the corporation was trying to get.
Oh, the collapsium?
Yeah, that stuff. Stupid name.
Okay, well, I was trying to avoid saying it directly out loud in case they're listening in, but okay, sure.
Sorry, Farrell, we're not good at this. If you hadn't noticed. Okay.
Okay.
So how about that? And maybe we off. I mean,
Well,
he's probably going to take
maybe
it
we
anyway.
don't say the coordinates because
Yeah,
then
we
they
just
still
mentioned that we
they
know.
still need us.
Yeah, well, I realise that. We just mentioned we know where this stuff potentially is, found research station, etc., etc. But hold on to the information until we agree a deal.
Fair enough. I mean,
And maybe, just to sweeten the deal, because honestly, he's going to nick it anyway. We tell that one that's a bit of a fan that he can have a copy of the blueprint.
and space bars, pajamas.
Well, I was thinking about it. I mean, if
thinking
worse
about
comes
your
to worse, we
pajamas?
could trade my fighter off. I was looking for an excuse to build another one anyways.
And on
I
top
mean,
of that, hang
um,
on a second.
How much are you going to get for something that's been that heavily used and abused?
Not just that heavily used, but that well demonstrated to not actually work very well.
It survived longer than Farrell's ships.
Hey, that miner is doing
look,
quite well, thank you.
It's not getting
That's not
us
saying
anywhere.
much. Yep. Okay.
The fighter's not going to pay for the repairs on it either. Not on its own. Might sweeten the deal, but
Are you just trying to foist off your fighter on anyone who will take it?
it sounds
No,
like
No. Maybe.
I think this is actually a reasonable plan because, frankly, we want them intrigued in something that's really not above board and legal because then that lessens the odds of them calling the company or calling the authorities. Get them a little skin in the game.
I like it.
Well, that's probably something we should wait until we come back.
Oh, first that
I
means we
like
gotta
it.
go back to that place. Oh
Do we?
God.
Just send them.
Oh, well,
Just sell the information.
okay.
Hmm.
Maybe. Yeah.
If they go for that, yeah. I mean, that's a kind of
Wait,
look at it from their
once
we
they
don't
have
have
the
a ship.
coordinates, once they
They're
have the
repairing it.
coordinates, then why do they need us?
We don't have a ship. They're repairing it. We can't exactly go and get it. They repair the ship. We give them the coordinates. Simple one. It's not like we're asking them to use their materials to repair the ship. It's our materials.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a relatively easy sell.
You think they're just gonna blindly buy information from us without having any sort of guarantee as to the validity of it?
They've got a guarantee. It was live on air.
Okay, yeah, true.
I mean, it's worth a shot. What else have we got?
Got to keep broadcasting everything. These guys probably know everything that was going on.
Well, except for the bits that we intentionally keep away from
No.
the camera. Stuff like that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Hey,
that
that
seems like
actually
I-
works for you guys. I've been trying to do that with that little toggle switch for the bathroom mode, and I don't think it's been working.
No, it has not, unfortunately.
Oh God.
Right, well, negotiation
tell
time
me?
is running slim, just based on the fact that I am running out of energy. So I'm gonna
Yep, same here.
gonna have a little seat over here.
I'm telling you, we should really see if we can get new suits.
Yeah,
No.
see if we can negotiate some new suits.
Or like some new weapons. I mean, they've got some pretty big guns there.
One thing at a time.
Oh,
It's gonna be a hard enough sell getting them to buy this. Nope. Apparently we've drawn some attention.
So you gents have
Sorry,
had a
boys. Yeah, we were just needed to sit down for a second, rest the knees. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah. That'll be extra, by the way. But so you
What?
guys come up with
Extra
something.
to sit there.
Yeah, it's a service. So have you guys come up with something you want to pay with?
Now you see, that's proving a little difficult, especially if you're talking what you might term as traditional payment. Now, I want to make it clear before anything else, like, we've brought our own materials for this. We don't need anything from you in that respect. We just need use of the yard itself. So hopefully that reflects honestly on the price. You know, we're not asking for too much.
Oh, absolutely. We'll knock off the material costs.
We did think about maybe trading you a spacebar, but we figured actually value-wise...
That'll increase the price.
Yeah, okay.
Wait a minute.
What about a fighter designed by spacebar?
You get the actual sticker of authenticity on it.
How about some of a fighter designed by spacebar? I think it's intact. I'm not entirely sure.
No, my cryopod wasn't keeping me asleep, so I repaired it.
So what you could say is it's spare parts.
It's got a lovely patina.
It's salvage.
No,
it's fully functional. Hey, it's fully functional. I repaired it.
Okay, that could cover 1/100th of the price. What about the rest of the 99%?
Yeah, I did figure as much.
Gotta be something.
Fine, I'll keep it myself. Then.
You folks are well traveled.
The only thing I could possibly offer you, and it looked like it was pretty valuable to someone. They protected it really well. It's in this unusual looking research station. We were in a nebula system, a couple of jumps from here. Dark as anything, full of pirates and all sorts going on, and there was this research base there near an unusual looking planet. And in this place, they were researching some sort of material. Look, again, it was clearly very important to them, so I can only imagine that it was pretty valuable. Seemed like there was some coordinates for where they'd been extracting it from, alongside a couple of samples. Don't know. I mean, I've got no idea what it does, but...
Does this material have a name?
It's a name that I keep forgetting. Spacebar. What was it called?
Collapsium.
Never heard of it, but Lucy, you're a massive science nerd. Ever heard of
you
it?
say? Yeah, that's that new material that provides all sorts of structural integrity benefits. We could definitely use getting our hands on it. How much of it did you say you found?
Well, it was tiny little samples. They looked like they were still analysing what it actually did. You say it's got some sort of material benefit?
A few benefits, but certainly material is the kind that we're most interested in.
You're thinking about like a increased armor value or something? Structural strength?
Potentially. The research on it was still quite new. You happen to have a sample on you?
No, the previous occupants of said station turned out to be unamused at our presence, so no samples were gathered. So you don't actually have any of it.
So we've got your word.
Coordinates for where it. Yeah, but we've got coordinates for where it is. In theory, where they've been extracting it from.
I mean,
it's down on that crazy planet.
Sounds like you guys have heard of us, right?
Apparently, we've heard of it, but
maybe
again,
you have been watching the feed, so you know that we found.
But without anything in hand, it's quite. You're going off logs that you found. Have you actually held any of this collapsium?
I didn't. I was in medbay at that point when they found the station. But...
I mean, the station was in plenty of pieces, so I guess you could say it had collapsed, maybe, but...
Tell you what, here's an idea.
Oh, wait, I'm intrigued first. Lucy, that was your name, right? You said this stuff was still being researched, but kind of sounded like it was pretty new, pretty exciting. That would make it quite valuable, right?
It would be valuable if you had some.
Yeah, to the right parties. I mean, you guys have the connections. We have the coordinates.
Coordinates, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, you guys have got some quite nice ships, jump capable. if you would say get some, enough to cover the cost of the retrofit you want, we could take that as part of the payment, and you can also give us the coordinates for the rest of the payment.
I mean,
Yeah, 20 or 30 kilotons would be enough.
sorry, kilotons? Normally I only hear people say that sort of stuff when they refer to explosives.
Yeah.
It's not explosive,
Just
right?
1,000 tons.
Probably not.
Explosive isn't really the term that I would use. Could have some interesting effects, though.
I mean, does it matter what they intend on using it for, though?
Actually, I think it does because, frankly, if this is what Lucy's talking about, I think we need to. If you can reverse engineer it into an armor coating, we want the armor coating on the Vanguard. That's part of our.
Yeah, but the Vanguard's fucked. We can't go back to that system with the Vanguard.
No, but we can retrofit it with heavy armor. I'm just saying, if we bring back enough of this stuff, we get a little bit on the Vanguard ourselves.
Any way you look at it, the Vanguard's going to be here while we actually go ahead and repair it.
No,
Is what you're got here is collateral, and we went and got a sample for them.
What, you mean your collateral? How about that?
Mean?
Yeah, that's good collateral.
We'll charge a storage fee.
You're not... What?
What we can do is
material storage fee, or are we just talking generic storage here?
Depends on
maybe a
how
mix of two.
Yeah. Is what you're looking for investors? Are you looking for someone to invest on your trip to go procure this material?
We're going on a trip to procure them. That wasn't really what I had in mind. What I had in mind was just we'd give you guys the coordinates, and then sweet, because that place is honestly pretty messed up and would be better handled by some people with more resources than us.
Oh, I understand. You give us the coordinates, and we all go off to collect this material, and then you make use of our station whilst we're gone.
No, not at all. Just coordinates for repairs.
How about you, with some of your very nice little ships, go fetch some of this material, and as an act of good faith, you leave the Vanguard back here. We'll start work on your retrofit and repairs, and hopefully by the time that you come back with a nice sample to prove that this material exists where you say it exists, and by the time you come back, repair and retrofit hopefully done, and you can go on your way after delivering the sample and the coordinates.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was proposing.
But
Then it sounds like we have a deal.
That means we leave the Vanguard here with them. What?
I mean, we don't have any other way to pay for it, though.
In as much as I'd like to go ahead and say that I can go ahead and snap my fingers like that Z character from the show and get the thing done in a second, it's going to take time to go ahead and get all this stuff done for you guys anyway.
And unfortunately, I left my credit cards in my other suit, so can't exactly use those either here.
So...
All right, so we go get you guys an actual sample of this collapsium so that you know that it's for real. You guys repair and update the Vanguard according to the plans we gave you. And then once you're satisfied that the product is what it is, then we'll give you the coordinates and we'll part ways as friends.
Did you take anything from this research facility? Notes, information? Did your ship's AI communicate with the station AI?
I was locked onto the station for a short while. I have some of the research documentation that they had there, so I know the coordinates.
Perhaps you could sweeten the pot a little bit by sharing that proactively.
Okay. I mean, Actually, yes, I like that. Yes, no. I think you're onto something. Okay, I don't want to go back to that nebula, but fuck it. We'll go back to the nebula and we'll take the small ships. They're probably the best equipped for it anyway.
Get out of here, Stalker.
And we find you guys your sample of this material. But from what it sounds like, if we give you just a sample, that's not going to be enough. You want the coordinates too. Because of course you do, you're going to want to be able to go back and get more, which is a very lucrative deal. So maybe investors wasn't a bad word. How about this? We go there, we bring back a decent amount, sizable amount, not just as proof of its existence, but enough to make use of. And in return, we buy ourselves, say, a friendly harbour. A place that we can always perhaps nip back to for repairs, somewhere where things might not be quite so expensive in future. And also, maybe your man Lucy here, with what seems to be a bit of a head on his shoulders, figures out how to make this collapsium work for us too. Because it would be real nice to have a bit of an upgrade to our armour.
You know,
In exchange for a permanent supply, I don't think that's too much to ask.
I'm beginning to like how you think. And as my uncle said, there's nothing better than a repeat customer. Okay, you've got yourself a deal.
Sounds good.
Excellent.
Well, sounds like a new partnership. We should probably toast it. You got any liquor?
In that cabinet right there. The orange cans.
No. Oh God, what have you done?
Is he in the program?
Oh,
There just won't be any left. He's been looking for it for weeks at this point.
Man.
Just expect to find your supplies drained by the time we leave.
No.
Don't put a mini bar with free written on it, and
But
then expect there to be any less. There.
assuming that we meet your expectations and this partnership is done, I wouldn't mind a case of that stuff for the Vanguard for when we leave.
Yeah,
Sure.
as long as I'm not asking why all the rum's gone.
I don't know. I think that's actually more expensive than the collapsium.
Well, in which case, it sounds like we have an accord. Lucy, I will arrange those research documents for you alongside the coordinates. And I suspect Mr. Lost, was it? I assume we'll pull the Vanguard around and discuss what work needs to be done, but seeing as you seem to be interested, if you'd like a look around the ship and maybe a copy of the blueprint just to ensure we're good friends.
I would absolutely love that. That would be fantastic.
I believe Tex has even said he'll sign an autograph for you.
Really? No. Can I get one
Oh,
from
yeah.
you too?
Unfortunately, I broke my hand the other day. I'm having trouble signing autographs at the moment.
That's all right. I'll wait until you come back around next time.
Yeah, I mean, Spacebar would be happy to give you one too.
I never learned how to write.
All right. Well, Lost. You want to show me where you want me to park the Vanguard?
Absolutely. Come this way.
I'll go get Betty fired up.
I guess
Bob's
I'll start
cousin.
moving some small ships.
Sorry, Bob?
Yeah, you don't have nanobot repair capabilities?
What?
No.
I thought that was outlawed.
I mean,
That
What
would
laws?
Why do you think we
explain
keep
why
the
they're
lawyers
here.
away?
This
okay.
station
So this
we found
dock here,
is
huh?
very interesting. There's a lot of asteroid
think this
debris
will be big enough.
around.
How's that?
Yeah. It's quite resource laden as well. If we actually had mining capability, it'd probably reduce our overhead.
Well, Do we have a bargain for you?
No.
How do you like cheese?
No, that's for the professor. That's for the professor. Leave it. I know it's ugly. It's just going to sit in there for the time being for the professor, although you're probably going to need to get it out so we can commence this whole process.
So close.
Tex, you already got rid of my mine. You're not going to get rid of another one.
No.
I take it you've got a barnacle in your hangar bay then.
Oh, you'll love it. You'll love it. If you don't mind, we'll leave it with you. And yes, I know that'll cost extra.
Lovely, as long as we're clear on that.
All right.
So what
So it
specifically are you expecting this collapsium to do, Lucy? You got any ideas?
Well, the name implies something of a forceful nature, but from what I've heard, it has a particularly dense construct that will help to support the capabilities of any armoring or exterior coating. I've also heard it can pack a little bit of a punch from an energetic standpoint.
Oh, interesting. So it's a dense substance.
Yes, extra dense.
Well, the name would imply that, wouldn't it?
It would, but the research was still fairly new, so we'll have to see those notes before I can say for sure.
The name implied completely different things to me. Collapse is never a word that I like to hear. But I'm no scientist, so...
All right. Trade surplus. Are you ready for me to start maneuvering in the dock?
Hi, sir. Come on in.
Oh, wait. Crashing coming. You guys should see this.
I'm thinking you may want to go ahead and come in this way and roll 90 degrees.
Yep. In a second. I'm not saying that the ship's a little shot up, but the control consoles are trying to be a little iffy.
If you've ever seen that movie Space Mission, that's what I'm expecting here. At least you've already got a slightly... What happened to your dog?
When we first came aboard, the defensive systems mistakenly recognized part of the dock as not part of the station.
It's almost like it wasn't yours.
It is legitimate salvage.
Salvage is 9/10 of the law. That's what they say, and I'm sticking to it.
It was
That's the salvage team.
It was a great deal as well. There weren't any corpses aboard.
Yeah, best salvage team in the galaxy, maybe.
All right. What orientation would you like me in, Lost? You want me
Maybe just the system.
cockpit down towards the top, or turn orientation, or do I need to flip around?
Actually, from my vantage point, looking at you, you just need to go ahead and go down a bit and yaw 90 degrees when you actually get up, and that should be good. We're gonna get you in sideways, because, well, space. There's no up.
She's a big boy.
As long as we
What'd
get
you
you
say
close
about me?
enough, Bob's will take care of it.
It's alright to
Bob.
use your... I noticed you got some docking bays next to that ring. It's
So,
alright to use those for our spare ship.
Weren't those nanobots outlawed because they, sometime went rogue and...
Yeah, but
Humans alive?
that was the 3.2 software update. These nanobots are still running on the beta.
Consume some of the workers.
Again, the nanobot software's outdated. It's not got the murder rampage code.
Okay.
Something
How am I
about
looking orientation-wise? Do I need to flip 90 degrees? Station orientation or no?
I think your orientation just fine. We just need to go ahead and get you aligned in with the hole.
Okay. Should be fairly centered. Looking clear on both sides?
So far, just don't go too quickly. think you might be able to go starboard a little bit.
It's a tight fit. It looks like she's gonna get in all the way.
Yep,
You're looking
fine
good
at
on your
this angle.
starboard.
All right.
Clean up top.
They win.
Amazingly enough, clean on the sides.
You're in on the
Hey.
rear.
Pretty darn.
You should
I
be
got a
good.
little bit of experience flying this tub.
Just amazed there's enough thrusters left to actually get it there.
I thought she was bigger.
She's bigger on the inside.
Boy, if I had a nickel.
Mm-hmm.
He's not even kidding. It is bigger on the inside somehow.
I gotta love that dimensional engineering.
All right.
You want to hold over here because I think your antenna's going to go ahead and hit if you go any closer.
Okay. Well, are we? If we're within nanobot range. God, that's
Should be good.
something I never thought I'd say.
You are good.
All right. You want me to? You want to lock us down, or just turn off the thrusters?
Just power down. Provided that a rogue asteroid doesn't come rolling through here and hits us all and turns us into space dust, we'll be fine.
Perfect.
We'll be fine.
Right, boys, let's unload the ships.
Yep.
I got
We need
mine out already,
everything
so
everything small needs to come off it.
Roger?
Yes.
No, not you, Roger. Roger.
Ugh.
Oh, I didn't realize you were in there. My bad.
all right. We're in the middle of refitting that. I have to admit, it's nice parking in a hangar location where you're not going to smack into the rest of the ship every time you try to pull in.
So which one of you guys is responsible for maintaining this place? Looks pretty messed up.
We kind of just let the nanobots do it.
I guess they don't do windows.
Mm.
I guess it was going remarkably well.
Well, hoping for it to come back.
It's coming back. We just might be rolled back a little bit. Hour and 20 minutes of that mess of a world is not bad going. It's got some ancient mods on it in order to keep the trade surplus actually a functional thing. In this brief interlude, I'd like to say thank you to the guys that jumped in and helped me out this evening at quite last minute to play the roles of the now trade surplus crew. Cheers, guys.
And we have updates.
Oh, that's it.
Nah.
Yeah, as DE says, there's a reason why we
Get out of here,
surplus
stalker.
uncooperative had to stop at some point, and it was mostly because of mods.
It was because of mods and that abomination.
You know, mods and the cargo system from hell.
Okay, not too much of a rollback.
The real unco-op was the ship we built along the way.
True enough.
Yep.
Nice one, Demon Wolf. And thank you very much as well. We had one earlier. Who was that from? Oh, it was Demon Wolf again. Both you. You're very kind of you. Yeah, this is Lucas, Lucy, Roger, and Lost Soul helping out.
Yikes.
And they are very kind for doing so.
Never thought I would actually go ahead and see the day that I would be staring at this thing.
You mean what's left of her, I take it?
Yeah, not quite in her original form.
Definitely seen better days.
That's really weird being back on it again.
Yeah, can the nanobots break down this purple ship because it's missing? Utility ship. I don't think there's anything worth.
Nanobots are still getting prepped up to work on the not Vanguard, but I think maybe we can just take care of it by hand.
I need to have a cockpit.
I mean, this poor little thing? Yeah. We'll just add its distinctiveness to the build plans and throw it into inventory. I'll go ahead and get the bots programmed up and see what we can do to get it started.
Cool. Let me get clear before you fire up.
Oh no. It'll take a bit to get it in there.
Not saying I don't trust them, but you know, there's a reason why they're outlawed in 30 systems.
Look, just because they tried to strip the flesh off the crew once and build a living ship doesn't mean they're going to do that every time.
I'm talking about the Grey Gru incident.
Which one? The first one, the third one, or the fourth one?
I mean, the first one should have been enough. Turn an entire space station crew into a pile of gray goo.
If I remember correctly, though, it did improve that station's efficiency by 15%.
If I'm not mistaken, that was also how they initially discovered the recipe for solar.
Ooh.
I believe that they've since figured out not to actually be within the paths of the actual nanobots while they're doing their jobs. So, yeah, you steer clear of the work area, we'll be fine.
Hey, you're saying Soylent Green is engineers? Oh.
Yeah, pretty much.
Used to be engineers.
I almost feel like this place should have like a, I don't know, like gift shop or museum or something.
We looked at the structural plans and there supposedly is one. Museum that is, but I think it's part of the asteroid now.
Brew pub, maybe?
Yeah, from everything that we saw, it was a really nice station. Lots of amenities, and it was pretty comfortable. But I think the comfort part has been absorbed into the rock.
On Earth did they manage that?
I think some of our giveaway is in the background here. I doubt it's a coincidence that this station stuck in a massive bit of rock debris happens to be in the trail of a bigger one. Right next this. Honestly, this looks like some madman tried to do something with jump safeties turned off.
So you're saying they jumped it in?
I'm saying that for some reason they jumped the ship with safeties disabled and fucked it up. And actually jumped into, well, potentially part of the rock here, not necessarily even the bit it's on. That much mass suddenly appearing.
Yeah,
So, I mean, theoretically, you could destroy a planet by jumping into it without safety.
Well, we passed that big divot on the moon.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh boy.
Man.
And such a jump without safeties could turn organic matter into what's a politically correct term these days? Mist? Red mist? Goo. Yeah.
Yep. Red goo. Not grey goo. Totally different.
Alright, Vanguard crew. How are we looking? Ships offloaded.
Yeah, fighters off.
Yeah, I think we got everything out that we need.
Every one of these small ships have their own jump module.
Well, any that don't, I can just latch onto and take with me.
Okay.
I don't know if this other miner has one or not.
I'm really not even sure how to refer to you guys, but I assume it's acceptable for us to leave at least a couple of ships here along with the Vanguard. There's a few smaller ones they're not going to be able to take with us.
Yeah, should be fine. Storage fees apply, of course, but yeah.
Oh,
you know,
we bring back the product that you want us to bring back. I think we can worry about that.
Exactly.
If we don't, well, then you can keep them because we're probably not coming back. Because we're probably dead.
Yeah, and also not to bring up a real sensitive subject or anything, but could you guys throw in some air fresheners too?
Oh, especially for Spacebar Suit. I think he's been using the wrong tube.
I washed it.
I can't throw in air fresheners, but I can throw in some oxygen that definitely hasn't been recycled about 5 times.
5 times?
Where are you getting it from? It's better than us.
Well, this station had a load of oxygen bottles that apparently just have never been used.
Might be a bit stale, but it's still breathable. Probably better than whatever you've been recirculating.
I mean, frankly, everything smells like spacebar now.
Yeah, don't mind the oxidation type smell that you may get out of it. I mean, it's
got to be better.
Around there.
Got to be better.
The oxidation smell is just kind of like a subtle flavor to it, really. The funk we've got going on is something other.
Could you say we could make some money on it on the bioweapon market?
Well, I mean, we're not dead, so probably only as like an irritant agent.
So could sell it to riot police.
Yeah, maybe.
Pacification device. I like it.
Yeah, that does bring tears to my eyes when I wake up in the morning.
All right, yeah, we'll store the spacebar smelling air for free then.
Yeah, you might be able to get some money for it.
Yeah, maybe.
We can sell it off for research.
I mean, we haven't exactly encountered anything like, rats on board the ship, so at the very least, it's repellent of some sort.
Now, you know what would be great? If you could find some spiders.
No. Nope. Absolutely not. Nope. Not happening.
He has been watching.
Oh, Farrell.
No
sure?
spiders. No. We have no spiders on board the ship. I've made sure of that.
No shame. We've got a great recipe for spider leg stew.
I'll be over here silently vomiting in my suit.
They do make some of the best material that you can possibly find. Best spacesuits.
Right, so for Lucy, I have your research data. Should I just leave it in a container? What would you like?
I'll come grab it from you over by the front of the main hangar bay.
Hey guys, double check your
You could just set it right in this
the
container
amount of
for now.
uranium in your
We'll get
reactors
computers
before we
working on
split.
I've got some spare on my ship, Tex, so we should be good.
Okay, I was gonna
Do you not want
take an
floating
extra
data
couple hundred
packs?
around.
I like the fact that at least this one, whoever set up this place didn't put gravity where it's not needed.
Yeah.
Let me feed this into the system, and we'll see what your exploits will bring us.
Farrell, are you aware that your cockpit is open?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of trying to redesign it a bit. The whole front end mining end of the ship needs to actually move forward. It's not airtight when I've got it set up the way it was before. It was causing some problems. Just a work in progress. It won't take too long once we get the rest of the ship taken care of. And, well, second jump drive welded up, and some major reconstruction work on the entire hydrogen through the whole craft. The ejection systems are kind of a bit overzealous and slow compared to what I mine in. And the hydrogen really lasts about all of 3 seconds. But, no, it's still good. It's not blown up. It's not in pieces. That's the important thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So, this nanite system. 2 questions. Number 1, does it pick up? Like, it'll just grab stuff out of thin air, right? We don't need to be hauling bits as it works.
Yeah, it'll do all the work, basically.
Okay. And how do we tell it what to do?
Well, it's quite simple. For stuff that we want removed, we paint it pink, and it uses a specifically tuned LiDAR system, which picks up the specific color spectrum, and it basically eats the material and takes it to storage. And then anything marked as unbuilt, it will then take material and build it, and it's compatible with most projection systems.
Now, if we were to say, just get rid of the whole thing and start again, would that work?
As long as we have enough capacity.
It's a kind of a
It'd take longer, but
philosophical
yeah.
question. Then would it still be the Vanguard?
Well, yeah, it's built out of the same blueprint. It's just... Do you want to sneak back through that and tell it which bits to keep and which bits not to? I don't know how.
It'll take double the time. Because it's got to rip everything apart and then put it all back together again.
Promise you it won't if you've tried to look around that thing. Doubling the time comes from trying to go through that and figure out which bits are right and which bits are wrong. Most of it's wrong.
Or missing entirely.
You don't necessarily want to refit, you want to tear it all down and build a new ship.
Technically still a refit.
Yeah.
As the original ship will still remain. Sort of.
And what's this button do?
Spacebar.
I just want to know what the button does.
There are a lot of buttons. We cannot sit here for you while you check every last one of them.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is the
don't touch.
information solid?
It was. We're still processing, but we'll find its purposes. The computer will run through a series of simulations and give us some answers about what this material actually does. I don't know what sort of equipment they had at that research station, but we'll use what we have here to the best of our ability.
It was a couple of small, looked like analysis machines. They weren't big. It wasn't a sizable station, so yeah.
Well, let's hope our capabilities are a little bit better than theirs, and maybe we'll get some answers and be able to put it to use right away. But only if you can bring us back some.
Well, as I said, we'll do what we can. That place is not exactly amazing fun. At least we have a lead. Oh, and I'll warn you, just in case you thought, oh, I know what we'll do, we'll track them out and then we get everything for ourselves. You aren't tracking shit in that nebula.
We did good to keep up with our ships.
Once you're in there, you're gone. You're not finding anybody until you're back out again. It's terrifying.
Good to know.
Sounds fun.
Hmm.
Well, in which case, gentlemen, if my crew is ready and the deal is complete, maybe we celebrate by watching the beginnings of it. Hopefully come back anew. Does anyone bring a... You know, you don't do the bottle of wine thing at this point, do you? That's more at the end.
Yeah, that's when the new one's ready.
So do we set fire to it? What happens here?
Can you
paint
get
it
the
pink?
paint?
I'm sorry, what?
You paint it pink, and Bob will eat it.
Uh-huh.
Painting it. Right.
It's a question of who owns it now.
Standing by the buttons to turn it on and let her rip. But yeah, she's
Well,
gonna
let
do
me-
weird things right now.
Let me see if I get this right. There's a small thing in here we can try it with. Alright, give it a shot. I've never seen these things. I'm standing way back as well. I've never seen these things do their thing.
Want me to see if I can paint it?
I painted one of the ones inside. What the? I should see this.
See, that's why we shouldn't be using this technology.
You may want to steer clear, otherwise you could be Grey Goo.
I'm staying back. Holy crap, it's trying to repair the Vanguard as well.
Energy critical.
These things are crazy. I want that. Where do you get them from?
The previous owners installed them.
Hmm.
We're still working on actually going ahead and figuring it out.
So you don't know how
You
to
see
use
this?
it.
Just
Can we just-
disappearing.
Can we just get a couple? Like a cupful?
Look.
No, it's not that much.
Out of thin air.
That's amazing and terrifying all at the same time.
I think the thing that terrifies me the most is they somehow seem to be wielding miniature grinders still.
We shouldn't be using this. I'm telling you.
I mean, are you
No,
kidding? I mean, how much welding and grinding have we had to do in the last year?
Alright then, guys. Stand back.
You've not heard the stories.
Well, I've heard the stories, but, you know, frankly, this is not the most dangerous thing we've done.
You've not seen the stories.
You ready for this?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's
Whoa!
and terrifying.
It's pink.
Well, that's not pink. That's pink.
Well,
Yeah,
they
I'm
did
not
say
sure I'm ready for this.
they did say paint it pink. I figured more pink the better, right? Maybe
There
if
it
they
goes.
like them.
There it goes.
No energy.
Okay, we'll be back, Vanguard.
Vanguard turned into a giant pink phallus.
No, bad loss.
She'll be better. She'll be much, much better.
She'll be intact.
And better. Mark my words, better. I don't.
I mean, it completely depends on the blueprint they've provided us with.
Trust me,
Looks good.
that is excellent.
Oh man, look at this little fighter craft. This is awesome. Who designed this one?
I mean, if you want it, none of us have been quite brave enough to fly out of the launch tube.
Yeah, I mean, flying something out the launch tube like those guys. But
It has
we can
some
talk about it
time.
when we get back.
It has some timer set on it for 48 minutes. I'm not sure what that is, but just be aware we haven't been able to figure it out.
Kind of like my bullets coming out of tubes, not necessarily my ships.
The end of an era, boys.
And at the beginning of a new
We're
one.
Start a
Gonna
new
take-
one.
gonna take a film set and make it into a real ship.
Hey, Tex,
Yeah.
you remember to get the leftovers out of the fridge before, you know?
No. Sorry. I mean, I don't know that you wanted to eat what was left in that fridge.
Well, we can't sit and watch it getting taken apart forever. Let's get the hell
Yep.
out of here. I'm honestly not particularly liking that.
No.
I got
it's-
kind of attached to the thing.
She's an ugly bird, but she's our ugly bird.
Yep.
All right, we'll be back, baby.
Hey, we never said to them, but if you've got any issues with your current small craft, go and sit inside the repair bay for a second. Quick free repair. Jump inside the repair bay. If there's anything broken on your craft, it'll sort it out.
I'd rather not go in there.
What's the worst?
We were just inside the ship, for God's sake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was enough for me. I don't want to be inside of a fighter while it's working.
Oh man, if only I hadn't built those refineries. The hangar's never this open. Alright then guys, on me.
Just a second.
We'll leave her in your fine hands.
She'll be as good as new once you're back.
Yeah, we'll see. Both on your part and ours. Let's hope we do get back.
My suit has crashed.
I think we all have.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it was when we were gonna do the thing anyway, but I mean, damn it, it's not quite perfect. Let it reload back up again. Let's. It was always so good. It was going really well, damn it.
I was just gonna go with it.
Yes,
We're about to jump out. The music was good, but
I need like 2 minutes.
Just 2 minutes, Essie.
that's probably because that spacebar was hacking again.
Yep.
Oh.
He's been in the logs. I've seen him. I have to take him into my office once it's rebuilt.
Cheater.
Yeah, I know, D. It worked really nicely, and then
Yeah, no good
I was
scene
going to be
for
like,
being
right, let's
punished.
form up and drive out. We'll do the jump, and God damn it.
Well, the good news is it didn't roll that far back.
Yeah.
Hope you guys are enjoying the music, by the way. I've found a new source, and while they've got a relatively small library, I love a lot of what they've got. Got that nice, perfect sort of Vanguard vibe, I'd say. Space opera sort of vibe.
So is that it then?
Yes, so.
Time to head out.
Good luck and have fun.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Fun probably isn't in the docket here. Oh god, Tex is in charge of the puddle jumper again.
It's fine.
Right, as long as you realise I've only just repaired her. You're the only oxygen sealed craft we have.
I know.
We're gonna need you. Alright, line up boys, make sure your shields are on.
I'd say it'd be nice if I could manage to get the relative dampening to work, but nope.
Just get those shields on for now. Alright, good stuff. Ish. We've
Why do
all
I feel
done
like
this
I'm
before.
never gonna see her again?
That'll be
Yeah.
fine. We're just going back
There
to that
is-
same old system, except we don't have the mothership anymore.
Ah, come on. You know how these sci-fi shows go. There's always a sequel.
Well then. Let's move out slowly. Clear of these asteroids before jumping.
I'm into that.
Staying information. Ready for your command?
We clear? Reasonably.
Looks like it.
Okay. Set jump coordinates.
Some coordinate setting.
I'm already programmed in.
Yep.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Hey Lucy, how much would you give me for wasted smug?
8 space bucks. 8.
Only 8? Man. There they go.
And as we inevitably have to reload the server, I'd like to say thank you very much, Lucy Lost and Roger, for helping us out with that. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, guys.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
We will look forward to seeing you again. Successful from our mission.
Absolutely. Foregone conclusion.
Same wasted channel.
And now for a short interlude in which Shaq dances.
What does this button do? Spacebar's underwear was pink, and now it's gone.
Hey, we ain't got no plot armor. I think we've proven that much.
Anti-plot armor.
Ain't no such thing as plot armor in this series.
It's space engineers. You can't have plot armor.
Yes, we have plot armor. It's tissue thin, like the rest of Space Engineers armor.
Yeah, our guys that joined today did fantastic.
They really did. Given pretty much zero time to prepare.
Oh god, now back to the hellhole. I legitimately do not want to go here. Do I have the donk? No, all I've got is R2.
That is not a gonk.
I can give you a what? Hey, what's that word? Or there. How about that?
There you go, guys. As requested.
Yeah, I promise everybody, you will get to see Vanguard stripped down and reprinted. We're not going to do it live, but that will be a thing.
And also maybe replay the just how much welding actually happened when it tried to repair it instead.
Yes, the amount that's actually broken on it. Yep.
Wow.
Oh.
I was like, I'm gonna have to repair everything.
And if you haven't guessed, apologise for the break, guys. We have to load a different save on the server. It takes a few moments. Nah, man, I don't script it. The most we have is basically at the start of an episode. I'll go, all right, guys. Today it might be interesting if we go down to this planet and have a look around, or tonight we're going to jump into a new system because we're fed up with this system, and that'll be it. The rest of it just bounces off of the mods we're using. Like once in a while, I might put in a point of interest for us to find, like we just did, for example. But yeah. We good?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep, just waiting to rejoin.
I wouldn't bother too much.
Yeah.
This is not the right system.
Oh. Okay.
I was going to ask. It seems a bit.
It's a bit nice for where we're supposed to be going, isn't it? This looks like
as
this looks a
like
lot
the
like
last system
this
we
looks a lot
ran.
like nicer,
Mm,
and not where we're going at all.
I mean, it still looks good, but
It's a good-looking system, but yeah,
it's not as purple as I expected it.
or full of
Or
death.
or dark and full of death.
Lieutenant Albuquerque, yeah, I forgot completely.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, geez.
It's an ongoing issue of mine. I'm sorry.
Should have taken that left-pointed Albuquerque.
Oh.
You lost a nebula? How
my
did you
God,
lose a
no.
nebula?
No, I'm doing it now. You are getting Abby replacing you one episode. I'm sorry. That is not an appropriate answer to that.
I mean, I thought we were supposed to take the 302 hyperlane all the way over,
No, this is
just
not
past
right.
the Prince sector into. Hang, where's the map? I have that map around here.
Oh, they're putting in an exchange at Barnard Star.
Where
they've
is
been saying
Barnard
they're
Star?
gonna do
Why do
that
you
for
keep going on
years.
about Barnard Star? There is no such place as Barnard Star.
And what next? You gonna start saying that Wolf 359 was an inside job?
Clearly.
Obviously.
Come on now.
I mean, it is actually a system.
It's a system that's bloody disappeared.
Still there. 6 light years away from there.
That
Red
system
dwarf.
was cursed.
That system was cursed, I know, but...
Before the Vogons destroyed it.
It's the brightest star, and then light until morning. Or however that quote goes.
It's not helpful, Spectre.
Third star until morning.
Yeah, that's it.
How have I managed to break this badly?
Base engineer?
Yeah, it's space engineers. It doesn't require that much talent to do that.
It's crazy how this game can break despite there not been an update since September. No, August.
That would imply they've actually fixed anything.
There's not been a hot fix since August 26th. Yeah, that's it. Second star to the right and straight till into morning. I had the right order, it's just on the right order.
Right, I found an old backup at least. Fingers crossed.
Not stop to pick up strange notes. I mean, I'll take it. I mean, even if it's like better than NCIS reruns, but not quite as good as NCIS, I'll totally take that.
Personally, I think it's all just part of the spider conspiracy.
The Spider Queen Overlord is not real.
They have a hive mind, man. They communicate. So everyone's stuck on joining game, right?
I'm getting mods right now.
No, it's loading mod.
Okay, so it's just me that's stuck on joining game. Good stuff. Oh, right, the continue button was broken.
Nope, that worked for me when I used it.
It wasn't there? I never said it was consistently broken. I just said it was broken.
It looked like it didn't have anything, but when I clicked on it, then it realized, oh yeah, there's a server here that you were on just a moment ago.
Sounds like
Just like
cheating
earlier
to me.
today, it's the first time I've actually seen it remember a server I saved to favorites.
Yep, cheating.
And so we have been punished by the game.
I'm not sure if that's an insult against me or what, you, Travis.
No, can't be. Spacebar's not dropping enough decoy blocks and warheads all over the place.
just round blocks.
God, the music on this new site is amazing for this sort of vibe. That one just started a bit early. One moment, we're almost there.
Okay, there's a brief moment I panicked there when it loaded in, and there's absolutely nothing but the ship in front of me, but no, we're good.
Yes, that's how we know it's right.
Thank
That is the nebula we're looking for.
you. Yeah, you see, my back was to the nebula, so I just saw nothing but darkness.
If I was to tell you that, Kif, then everyone would find out what it is, and then it would not have unique music anymore. Because the last time I was vocal about a website was bloody epidemic.
Well, I think we're here.
Yeah.
It's got a certain vibe that seems awfully familiar.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dark and scary. That's
Yeah.
new.
Hmm.
Anyone remember where we're going?
Can't see a
Oh.
thing.
Well, I do see something on sensors. Cult Angler, 5 kilometers off from closing.
Good start. Dead forwards for now. See if we can get some bearings, but let's just locate on me, head this direction. Or we'll lose each other. Closing at 97, holding there.
Do weapons check. Weapons are hot. Just in case.
Yes, sir. Looks like I might be low on ammo though.
I
Didn't think to
might
check.
have some I can lend you.
Yeah, I don't have a lot myself.
Okay. Well, we need to orientate ourselves before we get completely lost in this black. So, anyone got any sort of GPS, any lines on where the nebula is? It's so dark, I can't see a thing.
I'm having enough problems trying to keep locked on to you guys.
It looks like dead behind us might be where we're supposed to be headed. Right.
I think I've got a GPS for the cult research area.
We got a hunter drone coming in.
My relative dampeners aren't working, so
Yeah.
blind.
Passing something to our left.
We got a corrupt hunter drone that's trying to close in.
Yeah, that too.
Well, do we want to maybe think about, like, dampers off, keep floating at this speed, but let's, it looks like we're going behind us. Spin around, do a jump backwards. You see what I mean? Oh, especially as I just saw some asteroids out here. We need to get that direction where we can see ASAP.
Yeah, I've got a GPS for the cult research. We're about
Actually, that's not
3,800
bad.
kilometers off.
That's a meet-up point. Let's go for it.
Yep.
You want to share?
Yeah, share
do
it,
it.
please.
Jared?
Thank you.
And plugged in.
All right, I'm plugged in.
I'm in.
Ready when you guys are.
What name am I
I'm
looking
good.
for?
Cult research.
Cult. Thank you. Why am I blind? Cult research, yeah. There we go. I'm good.
Roger that.
Okay.
You want to count us in?
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm a ways off.
I have in need of dentures in sight.
That'll
I
be me.
jumped to the wrong one.
I'm still way off.
Careful, Tex. I'm going to slow.
Okay, roger that. I'm braking to a halt. And we come to you. Okay, we're in on cult research. That's where we're headed to, right?
I'm currently not too worried about heading to a specific location. I just jumped here. Guess we meet there. Cult research. What the hell? Cult research was miles away.
Well, I'm several jumps still out, it looks like.
Yeah. Alright then, we'll just re-meet there.
Yep.
Okay.
Which planet were we headed for? Do you remember?
Well, I mean, did they have coordinates for where they got that assay on the cult research facility? If we can tell where they got that sample, then
volcanic planet.
Yeah, I have no idea. My GPSs are full of help here.
Yeah, tell me about
escape
it.
plot 1, escape plot 2. I'm here with salvage.
big rock, don't hit it.
We're professionals, right?
XXX.
I think I have one for the Hell Planet.
Hanging over Shadow
It's the Hell Planet is the one we're after.
Yep. Over Hell Planet. Here, I'll share this one.
But I might have slightly oversold the whole coordinates side of things.
There you go. Here's one that I know is over Hell Planet. So.
Hell Planet New. Good naming. I like it.
All right.
That'll ensure lack of confusion. Especially when it comes to the second one. Then we can call it Hell Planet New.
New.
Still bloody miles away. Wow. Vectoring.
For me, it's closer to get to Hell Planet at least.
Yep. Same here.
Yeah, I got notes to the wrong coordinates.
And no one was surprised.
I did Feral 1, which is what I thought he gave us.
No, I gave you cult research. I don't even know what Feral 1 is. I don't have Feral 1.
I didn't know it. Just thought you didn't name it. Well, I am, yeah.
All right, which one are we going to? New Hell Planet or over Hell Planet?
Sure. I mean, which one's closer? I can't tell. They look to be about the same. I'm not sure there's going to really matter.
All right, Hell Planet New. Then.
I'm going Hell Planet New because that's the new one, and new ones are better.
Yeah, I don't want the old one. Ah. Yeah, just as soon as the jump drive car charges.
4 minutes for my next charge.
Same.
Potentially 5 if I turn my shields back on.
Well, at least it's quieter than expected.
Oh, you had to.
Wow. Wow. What are you thinking?
Oh dear. I have no ammo.
And I've got a little bit, but not a lot. Got about 4 rounds per my 2 guns.
Let's see if I got any if there's any in the puddle jumper.
So apparently I didn't unload a lot of uranium.
You did or didn't?
Didn't unload a lot of uranium ore.
maybe it'll be helpful.
I got about 23 boxes of NATO ammo in the puddle jumper.
All right, ammo barge is noted.
Mm.
Grabbed a fair amount of that, and a couple. Also grabbed some uranium before we left. So
Apparently, I have lost my bottles along the way.
While we are enjoying travelling through space here, it's time to mention a few things to you fine folks in chat. First of all, thank you, Damon, again, for the kind donations throughout the stream. Very good of you. A little heads up for everybody that this year's charity stream has been delayed. Very sorry to say there's a bunch of stuff that just wasn't coming together and it was going to end up with it not being as good as it should be. So the charity stream will be coming up at the start of March instead, most likely, some point Q1 next year, so that we can make it a bit more of a proper event. And the final one I mentioned is if you fancy some more Space Engineers fun, then we've got Wrong Way Up going at the moment with Mr. Splitsy. You watch his POV on YouTube, you can watch my POV on Twitch, and that'll be tomorrow in, I don't know, 18 hours, something like that, 18 and a half hours. It is 9 PM at UTC, I can tell you that much. No, I'm not doing any of the other conversions for anybody. Every time I get it wrong, people shout at me.
Jumping.
Not any closer.
roger that. Faces, you ready to jump yet?
I'm already jumping.
Oh yeah, definitely closer now. Be going for Hell Planet Raw or Cult Research?
Hell Planet. It's down there somewhere, we just gotta go and find it.
Yeah, only a whole planet. Well, if we find signs of like a research facility, we probably have an idea of where it's at.
Yeah. I figure it's not gonna be small.
No.
I'm back.
I don't see.
You're out of ammo. You want me to transfer over some while
Possibly,
sitting here?
but we have sub-medium cargo transport, but
Like I'm 1,000 clicks out still.
one more charge.
Yeah.
Is that one actually?
I know where it is.
Yeah,
It's just
right
I,
here.
I probably loaded it up as an idea that it wasn't cargo, so that it could be used properly. Yeah, these are all loaded up with supplies.
Yeah, I
ice
put
and
the uranium in myself.
1k uranium is a lot of uranium.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, we don't have the ship right now, so I figured.
Oh, we'll burn through it plenty quick with the shields that we've got.
Yep. And I may have stuffed the credits down in my suit.
Well, fair enough. It's not like even a safe would have been safe on Vanguard, considering.
No.
You joining us, Farrell?
37.53% charge. I don't even know where you guys are at this point, so I'm still another jump
we
away.
We are sort of halfway between Overhell Planet and Hell Planet.
I'm still 1,016 kilometers away. Get the second drive charged up here. Might be.
We're probably going to need to get moving at some point soon. Well,
he's kind of getting closer, but kind of not.
Hang on, the other jump drive can kick in here.
Yeah, he's getting closer.
Kilometers to go.
yeah, but he's not heading actually at us.
No, he's heading across.
Hope I don't run out of O2.
Jumping in. I've got you guys on sensors.
Okay, well, it's telling me that it's actually set relative to you. Guess we'll find out. Hope if I was facing the right direction.
It'd help every time I came up to you guys, I wasn't upside down.
It's alright, Tex is as well. The fin's on the top, Tex.
Yeah, you know.
Wait. Don't that drill away. Now you're backwards.
I am or Farrell is?
No, Farrell is.
Okay, I was pointing the right way before, and then you told me to get the drills out of your face, and you know what? Let's just go.
We'll wait on the spacebar.
Also, not letting me do any sort of locking whatsoever.
I had to get really close and point directly at him to get it to take.
There we go.
%80 charged.
Get out of here, stalker.
Oh man,
12% oxygen.
space is getting a little crowded over here.
I'm passing under a drone facility. This has gone great.
We got a corrupt medium cargo transport. We got a military mine layer.
This is kind of why ideally we weren't waiting around too long, but 'tis what 'tis.
It'll be fine.
Nothing else we can dive into the atmosphere and give them a GPS once we get down.
Tex, do you have oxygen aboard
I do.
and bottles?
Well, Capac
Yes.
is the
As
director.
soon as you
Okay,
arrive, I will hand you off a bottle.
Can you give me coordinates to where you are at right now?
Yes.
And worst case scenario, you can always jump out and dash over here and get in the one of the seats behind the main cockpits. They're plumbed up for O2
All right.
on the miner.
GPS has been sent.
Lovely. Thank you. Jumping now.
Keep in mind we have a military mine layer in the area, so you may have to move pretty quick.
I'll meet you at the rear of the puddle jumper and throw you a bottle.
I've got eyes on Spacebar's beacon, 1.04 kilometers.
Yep, coming in. Oh, this is going to be cutting it close. 3%.
Ah, you're fine.
Make
You
sure
got
you
a
got
bottle.
your dams on.
You got a bottle
dude.
floating right at the rear of the puddle jumper. Might have flown past a little bit.
Yeah, I don't have all my thrusters on. There we go. Oh. Thank you.
And go ahead and top off with the survival while you're at it, too. Welcome.
And don't forget to pick up any ammo you might need.
Yeah, ammo in the first crate. Right here.
Okay. I'll go ahead and grab all 8 since I have gas all everywhere.
All right. Want to see if you can damp off the wasted, and we'll get out of this.
Okay, I'm dampened with teeth.
The hell did all that NATO ammo go that I put into it? Alright then, boys. Watch out for re-entry.
I'm gonna get a little more separation. Get on the safe side.
Ooh, that mine layer's getting close.
It'll be fine.
And I'm expecting some sort of gravity. I was expecting some sort of gravity at this point.
It was pretty low
don't-
before, wasn't it?
Yeah, we didn't really encounter anything until really low.
Yeah, I think this planet is fairly large from what I remember.
I was gonna say it was about 4,000 feet,
What?
4,000 meters, somewhere. I don't know.
I don't think it was that low, but it was low.
I don't even have an at altitude yet, so...
There you go, just hit it.
.7 planetary gravity.
Yep.
I'm still not making out any volcanic activity yet for me.
I can see a little bit, but I'm not necessarily sure that's even where we're supposed to be headed.
Somehow, despite being locked to, you are getting ahead of me. Until you're not.
Nope.
Now I'm no
And
longer
now I'm
also.
not. Yep.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Wow. I'm just falling at max speed at the moment.
seem to recall that may not be a good idea on this planet.
Yeah.
Always a fun place.
Dampeners and...
So the last time we did this, I remember passing out.
Mm-hmm.
On your 6 barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Earl, do you have a beacon on that thing? Because you're not showing up IFF. If I lose you visual, I'm going to have a hard time making sure I don't hit. There you go.
Hello.
There you go. I'm on dampeners with you again.
Trustworthy. That might not be an amazing idea, Tex.
No. All right. I'm not. It already disabled. Oh, that was an impressive light show.
Always is.
Thankfully, so far I don't seem to be catching on fire yet.
We're heading for the volcanoes or where?
The
That's where we
land
saw
for
that
now,
facility
I guess.
before. Wasn't there a facility in the lava? Or am I misremembering?
I think that might have been a heat mirage or something.
For now, I'd just rather get down somewhere, make sure we're down safe, and take up the lay of the land. So maybe top of the hill ahead. Give us a bit of a viewpoint. Figure out what next. No, hold up. Big G here.
Yeah.
Wow, space bar ended up miles away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I tried to take a slower descent so I didn't heat up too quickly.
So handy of that the HUD on this suit to be broken.
Bolt anglers getting a little close.
I think we're alright. Closer to you.
Starting to open the distance. But
Alright, let's just make some progress towards land. Space us close enough now that we know he's not going to get in trouble and still find us.
Yeah, I can still see your beacons from here.
This place is exactly as dark as I remember it being. Holy shit.
mm-hmm.
At least it would make anything lit up easy to find, I suppose. What the hell? Communication warning to biological life in the area. We are establishing claim on local planetary resources. Do not attempt to interfere with Hive unit. What the
There's a hive mind base almost underneath you there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not land here.
Okay. Clearing off to the starboard. I see any flat spot to land?
What is
Right.
SCRP Thornback Ray? Any ideas? SCRP doesn't ring any bells.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Going up hostile on IFF though.
Maybe, but
Okay,
this nebula hasn't.
Yeah, it's like it's on the edge of the mountain here. What the fuck?
Interesting. Should we go to a different continent island?
I don't think that. What was the name of the research? Was it a cult research space?
Yeah.
So I think probably Hive Mind probably is where they found it.
I have no idea. Depends what exactly they found. A mess, by the looks of things. I see an option. Just figuring we head off. Hopefully find ourselves a place to land for the time being. This is way more populated than it was last time.
On the other hand, I picked up gold if we need any gold while we're down here.
Not exactly in a position to be doing that sort of thing. What cargo space we have is for one thing only.
Heading for that caldera?
That's my thinking. Assuming it's empty.
Girl, I'm right above to your right, to your left, so see.
Yeah, this brick doesn't exactly fly through the air all that well, but
This thing is a lot bigger than it looked from the distance we were coming from.
There is a thick atmosphere. I think it's all that water vapor. These shields are having to work pretty hard at pushing all that vapor aside.
Still kind of freaked out by the idea of the water bit of that.
Yeah,
statement,
liquid
but-
ice.
Holy shit, it's dark.
Got a downlight on the puddle jumper.
That's more like it. Oh.
Yeah. Some flat spots here on the rim, but
well, keep in mind there's also those, whatever the heck they were, the last time we were here.
I claim this hilltop in the name of us. It's kind of flat and it's so tiny, I don't think anyone would build on here even if they could.
I'm not even sure we'll all fit up here.
that's bigger than. Now, without how you have these shields set up, do I need to drop them on down on interacting with ground? Are they okay?
No, you want to leave them running so you've still got something to defend you.
Okay.
Speaking of which, do we want to maybe think about burying ourselves a survival kit here in case everything goes wrong? Just a little fallback.
Yeah, maybe that, or dig a hole for the PJ. It's got a survival kit, and it's got enough seats that if everything else goes wrong, we can get out of here.
I mean, I guess we could yank the survival kit off the miner. That would give us the parts we'd need to build one on a larger grid. I don't necessarily need to have a survival kit on this thing.
Are you thinking about like
Oh,
digging out
you
a
know
bunker?
what? Do you think we can use the miner quickly to dig a bunker into the side of the hill here?
Yeah.
Get nice and deep in. Don't worry about collecting any materials. Just bore it all out and we'll park the PJ in there.
If we build it big enough, we could build a battleship in there.
You are getting a little ahead of yourself, my friend.
And then we could fly it out.
That's a stupid idea.
Oh.
How's that? It'll be big enough.
Looks like should be plenty big enough. Maybe wiggle a little bit getting out. Make it a little bit
You
wider.
want to put her a bit deeper, I was thinking.
Yep. Yeah, deeper works too.
I think you've got room to.
Here, I'll float over the midpoint. That way you've got a reference point. Yep. If you dig it to right about here, that's right in the center.
Oh, I meant deeper into the hill. Sorry, not.
But
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's what I meant. Deeper into the hill, basically right down below me.
More roof over the head. Yeah, she's pretty effective. Well, you're gonna flatten out the bottom and then. Yeah, I like it.
Take a little turnaround zone.
Am I in the center or?
Yeah, fairly close to, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd call that pretty central there, Farrell.
Might even be able to dig a room off to the left or the right there.
Oh yeah, definitely. She can dig inside of her own footprint, so.
Nice.
Yeah, that's perfect. Then we can just tuck around the corner out of line of sight.
All right, I'm gonna come tuck her in where you just drilled.
Mm-hmm.
Am I looking? I'm gonna need somebody to back me in.
You are nowhere near.
Keep going.
It's wanting to crawfish on me.
Well, if you can see where I'm at, then that's pointing the direction you need to go.
All right, well, I'll just nose in. I can back out when it's time. Level enough. Level-ish.
I'm come in and top off my hydrogen.
And I think think sensible. That is the place where we will leave the crew of the Vanguard, digging a hole on the top of a mountain on a weird planet without the Vanguard. Is there room in there for me?
Oh yeah, there's gobs of room in here. And if I can't, I can dig it out in like 5 seconds.
Matter of fact, I'm making a GPS coordinate for our Heidi hole.
Spacebar should have plenty of room right in the center there.
Okay. Why is it I always find the lips on these places?
Yeah, you've managed that quite neatly.
Well, unfortunately, it's good at quick mining, just not precision.
Turn is that away, Space. Just come in with me, there's plenty of room.
Oh.
It's like a huge cave.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
intentionally
you've-
tucked over to one side so you had space. You see? I'm kind of like that.
I didn't want a crowd. Uh-oh.
No, that's sideways, Space.
Okay.
Oh, boys. That was an adventure once again.
Mm-hmm. Now, all we have to do is find some weird chemical that we know nothing about and bring it back to our erstwhile compatriots.
I don't know what to
aka
call those.
Shady mechanics.
Some folks we know.
Yep. Shady tree mechanics, as we call it. And get out of this without them double crossing us.
Yeah, it's perfect. And what a lovely hole we've got ourselves as well. I mean, look at it.
And not even a dirty wet hole.
No, it's a dry hole.
And that means home.
Mm-hmm.
Home is where the hole is.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, guys. Hope you've enjoyed today. It's good to be back. Fun little episode. Glad you all came and joined us for that. And thank you once again to those guys that did the fine work of helping us out and making sure that we had everything super sorted for that, because that was really, really awesome. Remember to hit that like button for me. And we will see you all next week for some more Vanguard shenanigans. Remember to check out those fine folks in the description as well. Okay, that's a cool effect. I like it.